Welcome, Kitsunekon. I'm here with Tom and Dorothy. We are here at Kitsunekon 2023, and we're just going to have a fun little conversation, get to know you guys a little bit more.
Nice to be with the squirrel.
Okay.
We met
Squirrels,
the moose.
yeah, squirrels here.
We met the moose earlier.
There's no
Here's the
context for
squirrel.
any of this, but squirrel.
Actually, his name's Mark, but we call him Squirrel.
But I'm glad you guys both could take a few
Awesome.
minutes.
Yeah.
I know it's been a pretty long couple of days.
Already?
But
We
yeah.
we just taught non-acting people how to do voiceover.
Yeah, and we were saying that was like, so is that an idea like you like to do for panels in general, or like specifically like a voice?
Dorothy
like, you wanna
came
do
up with that
voiceover?
idea for panels.
Years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Because
good.
people were always asking us,
How do
So how do I be a voiceover actor?
So we tell them all about that.
Yeah.
And
I'd
then
like to be an actor like you.
Okay.
Squirrel party of one.
So
Yeah.
then we came up with this thing where it was like, okay, you want to see what it's like? Here's what it's like.
Yeah.
So she actually has some dialogue
some
from
dialogue.
a video game.
Okay.
And we call
And
them
we
up
have
and give them
volunteers
one
come up
line.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's
And
really
give
Yeah.
them a little direction,
Yeah.
and they seem like
She's a very good
thrilled.
director, and I don't think they're ready for that. They're like, I thought we were going to get a free prize, and you were going to go easy on me. But no, she don't.
Yeah, no, it's like
She works them.
You
Yeah.
get up there, it's
Yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah.
you got to be ready
Yeah.
to like hit the ground running.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's what
you
this is
said-
about.
Yeah, it's
Like I was just saying, if the line is, hey, why are you doing that to me? She gives them direction, emphasize, hey, why are you doing that to me? Hey,
Yeah.
why? Whatever it is.
Whatever
So
it
we
is.
just had somebody come up and they were like, okay, I got it. Hey, why are you doing that to me? Hey, why are you doing that to me? Hey, why are you doing that to me? And we're like, okay, let's back
Some
it up.
reflection,
Taking
yeah.
direction
I'm
would
gonna
help.
help
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
She drew it out of him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what's it like for the two of you, like both being in voice acting? Like, is it like, do you like
It's
play
a
off of each
nightmare.
other?
Let me
or is
tell
it...
Party, bartender. Oy. No,
It's great.
We'll get
It's
the
really
drinks over
fun
and we'll
because
figure
we're encouraging of each
Yeah.
other and what we do.
We met in the theater years ago. We met in
Okay.
college, and some couples work where they're opposites. That works for them.
Right.
For us, for the most part, we have a lot of things in common, and
Yeah.
it was the theater at first, and being an actor, and so
Yeah.
we speak the same language. And
Yeah.
usually, if someone's wrong in the relationship, it's me.
That's true.
Oh.
She's like, she's like, I'm not gonna deny it. Like he said it and
Bartender?
brought it up. So
But no, we're married a long time. I can't tell you how long. Can I tell them?
I don't even know.
so whatever number you say, you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
1985, so
I can't do
15
math.
plus 23,
Math is a-
38
Math.
in November.
Well,
November
congratulations.
9th.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
We
it's
got
awesome.
married
That's
at
awesome.
5.
Oh yeah, married at 5. Yeah.
Anyway,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
send your cards and letters on November 9th.
November 9th. There you go.
There you
go. And then
That is the
obviously-
camera right there?
Yeah.
And it's
That's
also up
it.
there.
Yeah, and then there's that.
Well, we're going to pretend
That's
it's not
something
here.
else.
He's not there.
There's
yeah,
no
he's not
camera.
there.
Oh, there's no one
there's
there.
no
No one
camera.
there.
No one's here. I'm not even here.
Okay.
Nothing's
No,
real.
and we started out being actors. We got our degree in the theater, and then we went up to L.A., and we're trying to make it. She's doing theater. I'm doing a couple of commercials. Then through a friend, we find our way into voiceovers that happen to be anime, and we're just trying to pay our bills. We're not even thinking about it. And in the early 90s, before your whole audience is born,
Yeah.
we started working on Guyver and Macros and Orgus and Trigun and
Yeah.
That was a little bit later. And that
Ambassador.
Yeah, you're like, I'm sorry. Let me just,
Ambassador
Was me. Ambassador Magma.
Magma, Giant Robo.
Giant-
I mean, we're talking the
Robotech.
90s.
Oh,
like,
it was just
yeah.
like, I mean, to
Yeah.
me, just peak anime.
Yeah. Well, it's funny,
Yeah.
but that was, and it was just like the same 50 actors. Hey, how's it going? We'd see them, and no one really knew about it. And that, to come here, 25, to be going to a convention.
So many
Right.
years
What was a
later.
convention?
It's
And to go
amazing.
and have people. I just signed a Guyver thing yesterday. It's
Oh,
great.
really? Yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
I say, like, is it
it's-
interesting now to see like work from 10, 15
Yes.
years ago, all of a sudden being brought
It's
as someone like
amazing.
We've forgotten a
fan
lot
art
of
and
it.
just
We
so many
literally
things.
have forgotten.
Some of the stuff.
I had
We've done
someone-
so much
Well, yeah,
stuff
it's
over the years.
combined. I mean,
Yeah,
with
it's
hundreds
crazy.
and
Oh my
hundreds and
gosh.
hundreds and hundreds of things.
It's all fun, man. It's all. This is a convention is icing on the cake. It really is. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Like my sister told me a long time ago, you go, you make people happy. It's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing wrong with that in life, right? Yeah.
yeah, we talked to her, and that was like one of her favorite things that she said.
It's
was
true.
The human interaction.
Oh my gosh.
Connection with
when
fans.
people come up to us and they say, Digimon was my childhood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you helped me get through this part in my life. It's like
There was-
amazing
we
to hear
saw
that.
somebody today dressed as a character in Trigun.
As Vash.
And we went over
Yeah.
to Vash and went, so this is Dorothy. She's the voice of
Meryl.
Meryl
Yeah.
on Trigun. And she's like, what?
I'm like, I need a picture. I need a picture.
She's like,
with
I'm
you.
cosplaying in my favorite character from my favorite anime.
Yeah.
And
So that was
not
pretty
even
great.
factoring here in Green Bay. What? You're what? And
Yeah.
so just go up to her ear. Just go and like, so she did some dialogue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
It's like they get online and they come to me and they tell me about Digimon and Agumon, and then I go, hey, what's going on? Where's Ty? Pepper Breath. And one person, I was at a convention in somewhere else and in North Carolina, and they started crying. The person started crying.
wow, yeah.
And I'm like, you're right. They go, dude, it's my childhood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You're just
exactly.
like you're just hitting me with my childhood here. I'm
Yeah,
like,
so that's like how like impactful is that like to you like now like to see like you said the people coming up and just being like
it's beyond wonderful.
Because
Yeah.
you never realized this. You know, it was our job.
Yeah.
We started
Yeah.
And it still
not
is.
knowing anything. There was no Toonami. There was nothing.
No
We were
Cartoon
just, we
Network.
were just doing a little
Yeah.
anime
No
job.
YouTube.
No YouTube.
Right, yeah,
There's
no
nothing.
YouTube.
None of it. So they watched
years
them on
later,
VHS.
to find out
Right,
that
yeah.
that it affected someone's
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. You don't realize when you're
I've heard.
recording.
We heard a divorce thing once. So my parents were going. Somebody said to me,
Yeah.
my parents were going through a divorce. My childhood was not a great time. Digimon was my happiness. Like
Yeah.
when you hear that,
That's-
you're like,
Yeah.
whoa.
That's
Like on a
something.
human
It's
level,
impactful,
like my
right?
sister
Exactly.
said.
Yeah, that human connection and that personal
Yeah.
touch, which I know
Yeah.
like people who go to conventions like love when they're able to kind of like get that kind of experience because like you grow up watching people and listening to people and
It's great.
when you're able to get like that positive interaction and that positive experience, like it's stuff you never forget. I mean, I'll still think of stuff that I
What are your shows?
Yeah.
What did you watch? What do you love? Come on.
I mean,
let's trade.
yeah,
Let's turn the camera.
Turn
all right,
the tables.
all right. I mean, like I've always loved Digimon.
That is the correct answer.
That is the correct
See,
answer.
I'm really good at this. But like for me, it was like Digimon, Yu Yu Hakusho,
Right.
Big O.
Well, we worked
We're
on Big
on
O.
that.
We're both
Yeah.
on Big O. Yeah, I don't know what, but I'm on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like old like late 80s, late 90s
great.
anime.
It's great.
Was like stuff we were watching, and I was telling your sister I have a 5-year-old son.
Right.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And so I'm he's growing up and watching anime and.
Good.
He's watched Pokemon. He'll enjoy that. And
That's
then,
the wrong answer. But
yeah. But I switched him. Started
Good.
watching
Okay,
Digimon.
that's good.
Actually, Dorothy and I just come for the green room and the free food.
And
Yeah.
that's kind of why I'm here.
Okay.
But it's like Digimon. He was like, Dad, why is that? I can't remember if it was like Metal Greymon or
Yeah,
one of them was
Digivolving.
in a fight. And he was like, Dad, why is that one angry at that one? And you're trying to like gauge of like how do you?
Why
do
doesn't
like,
he? He should explain me because no one ever told me.
Yeah, it's like
I
this
just
one's
did it,
angry,
and this
one-
now Greymon's Digivolving. Okay.
Okay.
Digimon. I mean, I
All
don't
right.
know. What do you?
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say. But yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Somebody
Little-
just asked us at a session regarding when she went into Conan. Conan? Hello? Anyone there?
I'm drinking.
Oh, Bueller?
Conan, dear.
Conan.
Conan.
We haven't eaten yet. They were asking, so what was it like when you were just thrown into that show? Did they give you any information? And some directors give you like, okay, so Tom, in this
of
episode, here's what's going on in this series.
Right.
And as a
Okay.
person,
More than you can process.
much less an actor, I'm trying to grasp.
Yeah.
Like, you're like,
So you're in the Digi-Destin. Okay, keep going. Yeah, and I'm just like, but what about in this first line here? I just want to. I
What
want to
is
get.
that-
I
what
want to
is
go
this
into it. Like,
relate to?
let's
Yeah.
go because once we go, it's
Right.
just people.
Just tell me about
Yeah.
the scene we're doing.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can comprehend that.
Yeah, has that kind of changed throughout the time, like from work you've done, with original Digimon to work today with like anime and video games? Like, has that kind of
They're still
changed
giving
and
you.
progressed?
I just played gonorrhea. What was that? What was it? I played
Cells at work.
Cells
Oh,
at
yeah,
work.
yeah.
I played gonorrhea. My crowning
Gonorrhea.
achievement. And they gave a whole. So in this episode, I'm like, oh my god, really? Okay, good. So the the director's been invested in the show for a couple of months, and they're directing it. It's
Right.
their series and their season. So you
Yeah.
come on, and they want to let you know.
Yeah.
And you as an actor, you're like, I'm gonna try and grasp whatever I can, but I just
Yeah.
want to.
Right,
Let's go
yeah.
line by line and get going
And
into it.
figure-
Yeah,
As an
figure it
actor,
out as we
that's
go.
what you
Right,
do.
exactly, yeah.
You just
Yeah.
do the best you can
In the
one
moment.
line at a time.
Yeah, and kind of see what
within
you're.
the scene.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes if they give you too much information, it's just
Yeah.
too confusing.
Yeah.
It's confusing anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll ask the fans to explain the shows to me.
Just like fill in the lore of the story.
And they know.
lines and
They know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do they know? Hi-oh.
We will figure it out one way or the other.
Yeah.
This goes to that and that connects to that.
Yeah.
Classic.
And so outside of like a lot of the big ones you've done, is there any like project, whether it's video game or anime, that both of you have done that to you is kind of like a personal favorite that you were able to work on, something that really just kind of stuck with you?
I got one.
Go ahead.
I mean, I always say Agumon because Agumon is so sweet and people respond to it. But recently, somebody showed me because they reminded me that I was on Cowboy Bebop, which is the show my sister's on, and I guess it's the most famous anime. But I had forgotten that I was on episode 8 and I had a death scene. Well, I'm in the whole episode playing this character Rocco Bonaro with Steve Bloom, and he's trying to get me to calm down. I'm all over the top. I'm basically me, and he's like you've got to be like water, my friend, which is very Bruce Lee, very zen. You know? And then at the end, I have this death scene, and I say I thought we could be friends. You know, it's like. And I remember Mary Elizabeth came out of the booth. She was the director, and she was like emotional, and I'm like, but I remember that, but I don't remember that I was in it until I don't remember. Then someone showed it. Someone told me, and I watched it recently. And I'm very critical on my stuff. I don't even watch my stuff, but on that I was like, that's all right.
I'm pretty good.
I'm all right with that. Yeah. So, Cowboy Bebop episode 8 and all my Agumon.
Okay.
You can put that on the tombstone if you want to.
On the tombstone.
Episode 8, Cowboy
many
Bebop.
years from now. You know? Tom Fon, beloved husband, father, brother. Also, Agumon and episode 8, Cowboy Bebop, were his artistic.
TLDR.
Artistically, he might have hit a note here that he liked on those episodes.
Okay, we're going to have to go on the other side of the tombstone now to finish that.
Yeah.
And then put that on the side, maybe.
Yeah, okay, on the side.
Also worked in anime.
There's just a second tombstone next to the first one that just continues.
Tom, I would also like to thank the members of the Academy. You can have it all written out on a whole.
Oh my God.
Peace to you, brother. Dorothy, what about you?
What was the question?
A show that you were proud of.
Personal
that
favorite.
you
Personal favorite.
did.
Meryl and Trigun. It's probably my personal favorite because she was most like me.
Right.
You know,
we just watched
I had
it.
a big connection.
really?
We don't
with her.
watch a lot of anime, and
We
our
don't watch
daughter
any
was
of the stuff
like,
we've done.
because she just brought home a Funko Pop
Of Meryl.
of
Which they
Meryl
just
in
came out with.
Trigun.
Yeah.
It just came out 25 years later.
Yeah.
So our daughter's like, "Can we watch Trigun?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's watch it."
let's watch it.
So
Okay.
like, we sat and watched it. She's fantastic in it. And then every now and then, my daughter would go, "Daddy, that's you as the bartender." Like, and I'm like,
She can tell
I
his
played
voice.
all these miscellaneous
He had little
parts that,
characters
of course, I had no idea.
Right,
Yeah.
And so I'm like, that is me. Yeah.
Did you think you guys are like cool? I always love asking this question. Do like the kids think you're cool as they start growing up and stuff, or are you like?
We're not cool to
Are
our
you like
daughter,
cool parents?
Well-
but we are cool to her friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who like anime.
Yeah, they
Right.
all watch anime. They used to watch only in Japanese. Now they watch
Right.
the dubs.
Right.
And for the last, I don't know, 6 or 7 years, you know, some of her friends will come up and go, I was watching this show and I think your mom is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she does the voice of a lot of moms. To our
I do
so
so
to
many
our
moms.
daughter's friends, they're like, I heard your mom as a mom.
As a mom.
Yeah.
This one.
And it's kind of hilarious. And on a wonderful side note, I'm not going to say the young girls, but one of our daughter's friends is in an animation major at a college in LA. And for her final project, she was making her own 5-minute anime. And so she asked Dorothy to do the voice
One
of
of the
it.
two parts.
So she
very
did the
cool.
voice on it, and she even gave her notes.
Oh,
and
Two lines.
I said,
Okay.
very good. You want to be a director. You got to
Yeah.
give.
I
and-
pronounced
and, you know.
something wrong.
You
Redo
did
the
a
line.
joke, yeah.
Yeah. So
Smart.
two
And
lines.
so
I'm like, great.
and I guess they filmed like some live action stuff
Yeah.
in
Oh,
which they
okay.
put our daughter
As one of the two characters.
Oh,
in
very cool.
like
Oh,
a head whatever the
She had
character.
a crazy costume.
Yeah, and
Right.
so she's like, I've got my friend Veronica, her daughter, and I've got the mother in my. But anyway,
Yeah.
the anime has given birth to a whole nother level of creativity
Yeah.
to kids
It is
who
the things that have spawned.
want to
is-
animate.
So
you
great.
know.
Yeah, which is it's always great to see because like I was at the age where anime was getting popular, but not as widely accepted of.
More accepted
being a
now,
fan
no?
of it.
Yeah.
More
Hugely.
mainstream
it's
now.
insane now.
It's totally mainstream
it's everywhere.
now.
It's-
Yeah.
it's
We're
which is
hitting
awesome.
some good. Those last points I thought were
Yeah,
spot.
we're-
Both
yeah,
you
we're
guys
good.
with the cat.
You heard it right here. I'm
The
really
squirrel,
good right
the
here.
moose, any other animals you
I'm
got
on
going
point.
on.
I'm
Yeah.
really good.
Thank God lung cancer has stopped. We're all right. Okay, keep going.
We've killed him, so it's fine.
All right. May he rest in peace.
Shit.
And on his tombstone, it'll say he loved anime.
That one, yeah, I
and
loved anime.
Especially
Episode 8, Cowboy Bebop, Rocco, death scene.
My favorite.
Okay.
Very good.
My favorite episode.
But
Right on.
obviously, like I
You're
was
gonna have to do a lot of editing.
Yeah.
The things I put up with, you know. It's, I always love saying when you get to the point where like you have to wrap up, but we could easily talk for another very long period of
course.
time and have lots of fun. It's been a real pleasure. So the two things I want to make sure we go over is I know you had mentioned main socials, like things that people can make sure to follow you at and follow any.
I'm
Yeah.
on nothing,
He's
but
on nothing.
I follow Dorothy.
Okay.
I
so-
mean, in life.
In life.
Right.
And
He's always
Dorothy
trailing behind me.
and Dorothy is on everything. So
I'm on
fans,
everything.
what do you want? Tell the people.
I'm on Twitter
Right.
at Dorothy Fun. I'm on
Okay.
Instagram at Dot Fun.
That's all they need.
That's it.
Okay. And then I know it's always sometimes future projects are always hard to talk about. But
Yeah.
is there anything that or a time frame of things that people should look forward to something coming out or anything?
There's one I can't mention.
Oh yeah.
There's one I'm recording in a week. I guess I can't
We
mention.
can't really talk
Yeah.
about.
I
any
know
of it.
it's always hard
It's
to say,
impossible.
sometimes, but it's like I always like to try to give people like, hey, just keep following. Make sure.
Don't
you-
forget, I was
That's
gonorrhea.
summer.
I was
You
gonorrhea
gonorrhea,
on
gonorrhea,
cells at
Cells at
work,
work.
and that's worth watching.
Can we just put I was gonorrhea?
Put
or
that on
like,
the other
I
side of
had
the tombstone.
gonorrhea?
Was also
Like
gonorrhea.
and
But
just-
that did not kill him.
Right,
That's a
yeah.
very
See,
strong
yeah,
note.
Yeah.
you're not, you're not killing them.
Plays
You just
gonorrhea.
have gonorrhea. It's totally different.
Have.
Oh God.
And then, like, lastly, any message like for people that are going to Kitsunekon or just fans of yours in general that you want to pass along at all?
Follow your dreams always in life, whether they're anime or whatever. You only get one life. Try and make yourself happy. I think that's really important in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
And you have a beautiful 5-year-old son.
Yeah.
That
I
is a
appreciate
beautiful thing. We were married for a long time before we had our daughter, and we were very happy before. So if you can find someone that you can get along with, that's a freaking miracle in life.
Yeah.
And then we weren't going to have a kid, and then after many years we had a kid, and it's
Yeah.
joyful, and life goes really fast. So
It
make
really
sure you
does.
enjoy it, and
Yeah,
come
it
to the
speeds
convention.
up.
If you want to go to the convention, come to the convention.
And
Yeah.
here's a
Have
great
fun.
message
Yeah.
that we all learned from Trigun: love and peace. Yeah,
That's
baby.
a perfect way to wrap it up.